Happy weekend, everybody. I'm Tricia Swenson coming to you live on this Friday morning from Lionshead Village, where we're having Vail Fine Arts. We've got plenty of art to tell you about on this 3-day weekend festival that they're going to have going on. And we've got great shows at the Valar, more live musical performances, things you won't want to miss. So get ready. Vail Valley Live starts now. It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning,
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
it's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Hey everyone, happy Friday for a lot of us. It is the weekend and you may have to still work a little bit today, but looks like we've got another beautiful weekend ahead here in the Vail Valley. I'm Tricia Swenson coming to you live on this Friday morning, the 18th of August. Some kids did go back to school yesterday in Eagle County, but a majority of the kids go back to school on Monday in our valley. How about you? Has school started where you're watching from? Let us know in the chat and we can discuss all those back to school photos that we're seeing out there on the interwebs. But thank you for joining us this morning. A couple of different ways that you can watch Vail Valley Live. We are live with you Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. Then Ty Diaz and I tape a weekend edition, and then Meredith and I have a full summer preview show that airs on Mondays and Tuesdays. But you can check in with us on Facebook. Just search Vail Valley Live. Also on our YouTube channel, hit subscribe to make sure you know when we're going live and everything and different things that we can share with you. And then also Outside Watch, which used to be Outside Television. Outside Watch is on Channel 17, Comcast Xfinity, right here in Eagle County. But a lot going on. August is kind of a transition month for us here, not only with kids going back to school and people's vacations kind of wrapping up, but our weather changes. We have the days getting shorter. I think we were just under the 8 o'clock hour for our sun setting yesterday. So it's kind of interesting to see just how it all goes. And we also start to think a lot about ski season. A lot of our Facebook and YouTube messages and Instagram messages are all about getting your ski pass and, these sales, these swaps, take advantage of the summertime savings, get geared up for the next year. So it's pretty interesting to just see how our minds start to shift here in Eagle County once August hits. And they did announce, Vail Resorts did announce opening dates earlier this week. They sent out a press release. We're going to open up Vail Mountain on November 10th. This is one of the earlier openings, not the earliest. The earliest was in 1998 when they opened on November 9th. But November 10th is where they're going to open. Breckenridge will open that same day. Breck usually stays open well into May. We usually close down right around later April. A lot of times they don't set that closing date because they like to see just how much snow they get and what the season is like. And then they'll decide that closing date from there. They kind of have a floating closing date, if you will. Over at Beaver Creek, they keep it pretty traditional. They open up usually the day before Thanksgiving, that Wednesday. They usually have that opening day. They have the cookie competition, Thanksgiving, the tree lighting the next day, and they roll into their whole season from there. So they're going to stay pretty traditional. So they'll be opening up on the 22nd. But think about getting your pass. When are you going to come out this winter? We'd love to have you. But other things going on. It is Friday. That means Lakeside Cinema, A Bug's Life will be the movie shown for free over at Avon's Nottingham Park. I was just there a couple days ago. Such a beautiful park in the heart of Avon and such a central meeting point. Whether you're going to go down there and grill, they've got an awesome playground. They even have an outdoor gym in case you want to get your workout in. They have instructions on the side, but different pieces of, not machinery, if you will, but just pieces of equipment that you can use to get yourself still keep that workout routine going on, even though you may not be a member of a gym, or if you're just out on vacation, kind of fun to work out outside next to that beautiful lake. And then the band by the river, it's the last concert in Riverwalk. I was just there yesterday, and want to remind you that this series, it will wrap up tonight. And so Kevin Danzig is going to be there with his Gandy Dancers band. Kevin performs solo. He performs in the Buzz Drivers, a lot of different trios and duos. So Kevin's a busy guy, but he'll have the Gandy Dancers with him tonight. Gates open at 5. Music goes from 6 to 8. Small Champions is their nonprofit, so it might be kind of fun to check that out. And then early this morning, we'll have some free yoga down in Eagle before the Eagle Farmers Market and Art Show. So the Farmers Market goes from 9:30 to 1, but before that, they're going to have an hour of free yoga down at the town park as well. So a couple of different things for you to enjoy today. But what's the weather going to be like for any of your activities? We've got a beautiful morning right now, a few high clouds, but really nothing to mention. And wow, that rain shower came through last night. Rained a couple times where I was located in Edwards, but that was good. We actually needed the rain. You could see those clouds building in the afternoon, and we had a couple rain showers before the night was through. But right in Vail right now, temperatures low 50s. We're going to see upper 60s and 70s later on today. Eagle already at 59. They'll see a high of 79. And then for Edwards, 56, and Avon, 54. Mostly sunny throughout the day, but like I mentioned, those clouds tend to build later on, right around noon and then into the early afternoon. Kind of takes out that heat of the day, just having the shade of the clouds. And then our sunset, 7:57 p.m. tonight, if you can believe that. Wow. Okay, now for your next couple of days, we're going to have our overnight lows into the 40s, which is another thing we see a lot of. 40s up in Vail, 50s down Valley, but that's another August thing that happens. Our nighttime lows go back into the 40s. Now we could see a chance of those showers into the afternoons the next couple of days. So Monday looks pretty good. Monday looks pretty sunny. But then as we get into maybe Thursday, we'll see some more clouds and rain. So that's a quick look at your weather. This weather brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. And it's a great place to go if you're looking for some back to school clothes, or even if you're getting a jump on your winter wardrobe and want to get your ski gear all dialed in. A lot of times you can find last year's items at a discount over there, but of course it's the outlets, so you always have elevated savings when you head on over there. So let's take a look right now. They've got the Coach outlet. Ladies, if you're looking for a handbag, they've got some great designs for you, or even just little wallets and even some clothing. So let's take a look at the outlets at Silverthorne Coach.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziegler, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. Do you know there is a Coach outlet at the outlets at Silverthorne? Well, there is, and it's amazing. Guys, gals, the newest things, always new merchandise coming in, up to 70% off every day, only at the outlets at Silverthorne. So let's take a look at some really fun summer fashions. Here's Rachel. Rachel has on the cutest pink adorable scarf. She also has on that fabulous t-shirt with the Indicia decals. She also has her yellow crossbody, her floral journal notebook, her amazing belt. She's enjoyed sharing the Levi's jeans, and then she has her flip-flops. Whole outfit, head to toe, would be $940, but not at the outlets at Silverthorne. It's going to be $408.40, all from the Coach outlet, minus the jeans from Levi's. She's going to save $531.60 from shopping here. Okay, Olivia, you are ready, girl. You look fabulous. You have on that adorable pink hat. We have those cute pink shades. Love them. The squares are in, ladies. And she also has her cropped Hawaii tee, her light pink shoulder bag. Love it. Just came in with the chain. So neat. And her Coach sneakers. On the back of them, you can see the Coach decals. that are really shouting at you. They look fabulous. $728 retail, $353 Coach outlet at Silverthorne price. She's going to save $375. Looking great, Olivia. Okay, Sophia, it does rain here in the high country, and at Silverthorne once in a while, so you look fabulous. Your Coach Fun umbrella, look at the bucket hat, the Rage. You also have your white leather bag. Look at your khaki, fabulous, fabulous trench coat, which is also the Rage, stays in style forever. Your Fun Coach tee, your Levi's borrowed Fun jeans, and look at those amazing logo and pink fabulous sneakers. $1,544 is what you would spend retail. Comes to $705.20 outlet. You're going to save $838.80 and never get wet. Thank you so much. So let's not think that Coach is just for gals, because it's not. Here's Shao. He has on the nicest, fabulous polo tee I've ever seen. Look at the fabulous decal on that, and that black and white fabulous backpack. It's amazing. And then he also has his hooded jacket, because it does get cool here sometimes in the evenings and in the mornings. And then he's got his fabulous logoed shorts, and then his flip-flops as well. $1,832 if he bought everything, but not here. $783 if he bought it at the outlets at Silverthorne Coach outlet. He's going to save $1,048.80. Wow, you're going to save more than you spend. Love it. So come on back in, everyone, and let's celebrate the Coach outlet here at the outlets at Silverthorne. It's fabulous, it's for you, and it's up to 70% off every day. Hi, I'm Peggy.
We believe in the power of a live performance. We believe in making memories together. Join us as we celebrate 25 years of making moments that last a lifetime. Bringing concerts, comedy, Broadway, classical, dance, and family entertainment in the heart of the Rocky Mountains in Beaver Creek Village. View the full lineup and get tickets today at villarpack.org.
Hey everyone, I'm Tricia Swenson with your Vail Daily Update for Friday, the 18th of August. Let's find out what's in the paper for today. And on the cover, sky's the limit. The Milky Way peeks through the clouds Wednesday near Radium. The night was a new moon, leaving the stars quite vibrant when there were no clouds. Check that out. It's on the cover of today's paper. Also, headlines for today: 1,000 units by 2027. Vail approves over $6 million in land purchases from the Colorado Department of Transportation for deed-restricted housing as it tackles ambiguous goals for increasing stock of affordable units. So learn more about this and where it's going to be built on page A2. Also in today's news, Holocaust survivor shares stories with Vail audience. Oscar Ozzy Sladek, a resident of Denver, speaks to a packed room at the Chapad of Vail. The 88-year-old Holocaust survivor lives in Denver and shared his stories last week. Also, the Head and the Heart bring joy to the AMP. The band kept audiences on their feet over 2 nights of concerts in Vail. They also had Father John Misty out with them on the stage, Maya Froelich, and 2 nights of shows, and great times at both shows. And then in sports and outdoors, well, the Huskies opened the season against 5A state champions. The Battle Mountain boys soccer returns most of the roster from last year's 4A state title game run. So we've got prep sports coming back, so check it out. in today's sports and outdoors section. And then in arts and entertainment, what's going on this weekend? Well, we've got your weekend picks. So anything from a 5K and a half marathon in Arrowhead. We've got the Saturday night dance party going on with the Fabulous Femmes up in Beaver Creek. Or how about a little luau brewau information? You're going to find it. That's a big fundraiser that'll be happening for the Vail Valley Charitable Fund on Saturday. So check it all out. It's going to be in today's Vail Daily. You can pick up your free copy of the Vail Daily from East Vail all the way down to Dot Zero, or just go online. VailDaily.com has these stories, archive stories, and a lot more. And then also in the Friday edition of the newspaper, you can always find the Art Weekly. And the Art Weekly is a great resource to let you know if there's any visiting artists that are here doing some shows, maybe some trunk shows at some of the jewelry stores, and just to get to know the arts festival. We've got that going on this weekend in Lionshead, so I can give you some more details on that. And then don't forget, it's time to vote for the best. So this is the best of the Vail Valley. It's an annual readers poll contest that we do where you get to decide who is going to be the best of the best. Nominations have already happened. We're in the voting period right now, but only until August 20th. So you can go online. You can actually read this ballot guide. This is in newspaper dispensers where you find your Vail Daily. A lot of times you're going to find this as well. Otherwise, just go online and you can vote for your favorites. You can vote once a day, every day, through the voting period. So support your favorite businesses by showing them some love and giving them your vote. So once again, go to VailDaily.com for all of this information and more.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziglin, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to welcome you today to the outlets at Silverthorne and also share with you some amazing fun tips. Yes, they're kind of like secrets. First secret is, first commandment of shopping, go to the Colorado Welcome Center where you can learn about all different bikes, hikes, paths, nearby locations that you may want to visit. Then go ahead and ask for your savings card booklet. It's totally free. It's got oodles of fabulous savings. The stores aren't going to ask you if you have your savings booklet. You have to tell them, I have my savings booklet and I would like the discount. Fabulous stores await you here. Everything from Crocs, Perlazumi, Under Armour, Williams-Sonoma, and the list goes on and on and on. So come shop with us. Have a great time.
We are back with Vail Valley Live. I'm Tricia Swenson, coming to you live from Lionshead this morning, where they're setting up for the Vail Arts Festival, Vail Fine Art, and everyone's getting their tents up and things ready to go for you today. It's going to be happening 10 to 5 all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But want to give you an idea on what's going on with the roads. Road construction usually kind of wraps up a little bit earlier, around noon on Fridays, just to get ready for all the weekend traffic. Expect an influx of traffic going westbound, especially with a lot of those Denver folks trying to escape the heat. They're going to be back into the 90s again today, so they might be coming up to the high country to cool off a little bit. Now, there is a little bit of construction even just right here in Vail. They had some right by the main Vail exit. You may not be able to do that real quick turn that takes you in front of the Four Seasons, because they are doing some utility work in that area. So just be conscious of that in case it's coming your way. So, and then also on Sunday, we'll see a lot of traffic going back down eastward. So that's what you need to watch out for this weekend. We still have construction over on Highway 24, Highway 624, that goes down towards Minturn. It's underneath Dow Junction. So on the interstate, you don't see it really. But if you are below, they're usually down to one lane. So if you are going to Minturn, the Minturn Market on Saturday, I would just stay on the interstate and all the way to the Minturn exit and then pop off from there. So there's a quick look at what's going on with your roads. But I mentioned that Vail Resorts announced opening dates for different ski resorts. Now they may be opening up Keystone in October. That's kind of the usual, the goal. It all just depends on the weather, and usually Keystone, A-Basin, and Loveland compete for just bragging rights and who gets to open up first. So that's the earliest opening that would be on your Epic Pass. Now, after that, we've got Breck and Vail opening on November 10th. And then Heavenly, North Star out of California in the Tahoe area, and then Park City out of Utah will be opening up November 17th, and then Beaver Creek and Crested Butte right before Thanksgiving on the 22nd of November. After that, Whistler Blackcomb the day after Thanksgiving, and Kirkwood and Stevens Pass. Kirkwood is out in California in the Tahoe area, just a little bit of southwest of there, and then Stevens Pass outside of Seattle. That'll be opening for you on December 1. And December 1 through the 3rd, that is when our Birds of Prey race is coming back. So we're excited about that. See, I told you we're already talking about winter. August hits, and we just switched to like all things winter on the brain. But a few other things going on. We are doing a really cool fundraiser. Stoke and Rye is getting into the spirit of Aloha by doing some fundraising this weekend for Maui. Of course, those terrible fires that have really destroyed Lahaina and our friends down in Hawaii. I was talking to the Maui ski bus guy, Steve Fisher. I've been following him on Facebook. He is safe. They had a 1-week-old baby when this fire hit, but his wife, his older daughter, and the baby are all safe. They're good friends of ours at the station, but it's very sad what's going on with Maui. So what Stoke and Fry is going to do is stop on in. And today through Sunday, they're going to be donating 25% of sales from 3 different cocktails. All right, so we've got the Pina Aloha, we've got the Lahaina Sunset, and the Mile High Thai. So, and then as well as Chef Angel, he's going to be doing a Maui bone-in pork chop as well. And this will go to the Aloha United Way Maui Fire Relief Fund. They also just have a website. It's AUW for Aloha United Way.org if you want to just help out then and don't want to go stop in. But these cocktails look pretty cool. They look pretty beautiful. So check those out on their website. But this is at Stoke and Rye, the former Maya restaurant. It's still a Richard Sandoval restaurant, but they've just changed concepts and made it more into a steakhouse instead of a Mexican kitchen and tequileria like it used to be. But otherwise, a few more things that are going on. If you want to get in touch with nature, we've got all that happening over in Avon at Walking Mountains. Walking Mountains is a great science school for all ages. It's got this beautiful campus just north of the main Avon exit. And it's just a great place to go. And they have scheduled programming. You can also just drop in. They've got a great hike right out of their parking lot. It's called the Buck Creek Hike. And I did that a couple times last summer before they opened all the gondolas. And it was just a great place to go. So keep in mind, they are open pretty much daily from 9 to 5 at their Avon campus. And then they also operate the Vail Nature Center, which is over by the Gerald Ford Amphitheater on Boar Creek, and then the Vail Mountain Nature Discovery Center. That is up top. So that's more in line with when the gondola is open. And we do open that gondola 9:30 to 4 is when all the gondolas are open here in the area. And then I think it's sold out, but if you can get a ticket to this, Tony and Tina's wedding, 3 nights more. They did their first night last night. I'm pretty sure Friday and Saturday is sold out. Sunday, you may be able to get out there, but it's the Vail Valley Theater Company. They're hosting. It's really interactive. You're going to be actually invited to this wedding. You're part of the congregation. You're interacting with the family members, and the Vail Valley Theater Company does such a good job of really just putting on some great shows. Very talented people that are involved, singing, dancing, acting as well. So that's going on through Sunday night. But if you can find a ticket, a lot of times maybe someone can't go, and maybe contact the theater company, see if there's a wait list. It includes dinner. So it's dinner and a show, and you're a part of it. So I've heard great things about it. And then, like I mentioned earlier in the show, Lakeside Cinema, that's going to be going on tonight. Gates will be opening up right around 6. First 50 people, I think they're still giving out the free popcorn. And this goes from 8:15 to 10 p.m. And the lineup tonight is A Bug's Life. So, do you remember this one? So it's like the misfit ant is looking for warriors to save his colony from greedy grasshoppers. So it's the ants against the grasshoppers, and it's just a fun animated film. So if you want to bring the blanket, bring the pillow if you want, lawn chairs, bring the picnics, bring your drinks if you want to. And come on out to Avon's Nottingham Park. This will start right around 8:15 with the sun setting at 8:57 these days. That's kind of when we're seeing, 7:57. That's kind of when we're seeing these movies start, when it's dark enough to do so. So that's a look. And then we have 2 more. We've got Brave. That'll be the movie next week. And then Soul will be the week of going into Labor Day. So on September 1, we'll have Soul for you. And if you want to learn more about this, you can go to avon.org or discoveravon.com to get some details on Lakeside Cinema. And then one more thing to talk about before we take a break, Vail Valley Brew Out. So this is a big fundraiser for the Vail Valley Charitable Fund. The Vail Valley Charitable Fund has been around since the mid-90s and has donated so much to so many locals in need during a medical crisis. So that's why they were created, and they do just a wonderful job of helping out. But in order to raise some money, they're hosting something really fun. So it's a brew out. It's a luau themed beer tasting, seltzer tasting, not wine tasting, seltzer, cider, beer, maybe some spirits in there also. And kids 12 and under are free. Otherwise, tickets kind of range in price from $25 to $59. And they have early entry if you want to get in at 4. Otherwise, 5 o'clock is general admission. We have 2 bands playing. So the Evolution, which is a great group of locals, your friends, your neighbors, they're going to be playing on Saturday starting at 4. They'll go to about 5:45. And then Mark Morris is going to be taking the stage with the band that he formed in 2012 called Rapid Grass. So a couple members from that are going to join him on stage. And just the musical lineup alone, I think, is worth the price of admission. And then when you add in all the other things, kids are welcome as well. So we're going to have plenty of kids' activities, including the bounce house and arts and crafts. And then they're going to have food trucks, and they've got a pig roast happening as well. So it's just a really, really cool event in Avon at Nottingham Park. And then they end the evening right around 8 to 8:30. They do their lanterns, and these lanterns can be decorated. You could put a message on them. You could stop by the lantern tent and put a little inscription, something that you want to share. And they set sail on the lake, and they do this in honor of those that we've lost. The Vail Valley Charitable Fund has helped a lot of people, but some of those people do pass on. So this is a way to commemorate them, remember them, and to honor them, and to keep the whole reason the Vail Valley Charitable Fund is alive. It's just because carrying people like you out there. So think about it. If you want to head on over there, it should be super cool. And then once again, we've got the farmers market today, and this is going to be down in Eagletown Park. It's the Eagle Market and Art Show. Eagle Farmers Market and Art Show. It's the same people that put on the Vail one, and they are going to be doing this. So lots of things are in season right now. Corn is in season right now. The plums are looking good. The peaches are looking good too. And if you're wondering what what can I do with all these peaches? If you get a whole box of peaches and you're like, how am I going to use these up? Well, here's some pretty creative ideas for you. Allie Stevens with Season to Taste, she taught me something new, and it's called grilled halloumi. Hey, we still have some peaches hanging on. It's peach season. Oh, like sweet corn. We got the tomatoes out of Hotchkiss. But what are you going to do with all those peaches? Well, we checked in with Allie Stevens, and she has a creative idea on what you can use with the peaches and working with halloumi cheese. Let's find out more. If you've exhausted all of your options of what you think you could put on the grill, well, we got a few more ideas for you. Joining me now, we have Allie Stevens. She's with Season to Taste, and I haven't heard of this one before, but what is halloumi cheese?
Yes, so it's a Greek cheese. It's cow, sheep, and goat's milk, and it's a nice cheese that you can grill. It doesn't ooze out. It stays nice and firm, but it gets nice. It gets soft and delicious.
Okay, and we've also got some peaches.
Yes, we have our local Palisade peaches, and the two will pair beautifully. So it's a good way to use up some of your peaches and pair it differently.
Yeah, if you get a bunch of peaches at the farmer's market or you get a box delivered to your house, this is going to be a crowd pleaser for you.
Right.
Oh, wow.
So we have our nice cheese, so it's nice and firm, but when you give it grill marks, it heats up all the way through and turns out delicious.
And we can just get this in the grocery store. You found it up here?
Store, yep, you can get it anywhere. You might have one option, but look around and they're all delicious. So we'll take one of our peaches here, and you just want to quarter them up so the caramelization process will happen a little bit easier. Yeah. And the peaches will want to go on first so that they start to get a little bit softer and the natural sugars come out.
Perfect.
All right, so we'll quarter them up and then brush some olive oil on them.
Yeah, a little bit of olive oil to the grill.
Just so they're not sticking on your grill. Mm-hmm. All right, and then same with your cheese. So just a light layer of olive oil, same reason.
And if you have your grill ready, great. If you don't have a grill, you can also use a grill pan. That's what we're going to use today. Yes. But you want it on a pretty high heat.
Right, yeah, so you want medium high. If you're on a grill, 400, 450 is even okay.
Okay, we're going to add some nice little toppings here. You've got some fresh herbs. Are these from your garden?
They are from the garden. That is a little bit of fresh mint, which grows beautifully, it grows abundantly, so use it up. It tastes delicious with this combination. And then you did some balsamic vinegar. So some balsamic vinegar, a fresh squeeze of lemon, and olive oil. A little salt if you'd like it. What a great fresh appetizer, you know, and you know, something you could even do on a campfire, bring it on a camp trip. Yep, absolutely. So you can make this, or you can also change it up, make something also for breakfast, a halloumi breakfast sandwich with a fried egg on there, and make a little sriracha aioli and scallions. It would taste delicious. Okay, so halloumi, it's a Greek cheese. Check it out, and paired with peaches and all these other great things from the garden, and you've got yourself a wonderful appetizer.
At Beaver Creek, the extraordinary awaits everywhere you look, in every shared adventure, breathtaking view, and discovery, where attention to every last detail transforms moments into lasting memories. Experience the extraordinary at Beaver Creek.
Join us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. and watch Vail Valley Latino. Our goal is to elevate the voices of the Latino community in the Eagle River Valley and provide a platform to speak with local businesses, organizations, entrepreneurs, creatives, and much more. Find the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Outside Television Channel 17. We are Vail Valley Latino.
The Vail Jazz Festival returns this summer for its 29th year, bringing the best jazz musicians to the Vail Valley once again. See headliners under the jazz tent every Thursday evening from July 13th through August 24th. See lively regional musicians for free on the Solaris Plaza every Sunday evening in July from July 9th through the 30th. We'll showcase the diversity in jazz through bebop, swing, the blues, Brazilian, standards, big band, and more. View the lineup and purchase tickets at vailjazz.org. Oh, I'm just sitting back here relaxing right here. I'm over at the Vail Fine Arts, and this is the Art on the Rockies show that's back this year. They were at the Colorado Mountain College earlier this summer, and now they're here. But these swings have returned, and this is something you got to check out. These are part of the David Frank Luxury Swing Company, and I tell you, you forget about everything else once you're here. They've got drink holders on the side. They're easy to get in and out of. They're covered, so you have some shade. But what a great addition to your outdoor living space. Very durable. The zero gravity luxury swings is what we're talking about here. Made in the USA. DavidFrankFurniture.com is where you can get some more details on it. Or just come out here. We're going to be having this open from 10 to 5 each day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And all the artists are getting their booths ready to go, getting their wares all ready, whether it's jewelry, sculpture, paintings, woodworking. We've got it all. And this is a great show. Probably about 60 artists are here for this show this weekend. A lot of them return each year. So it's just a nice showcase of what we have to offer here in the Vail Valley. But a few other things that are going on this weekend. Let me see here what we've got. We've got such a great array of free activities, and one of those is going to be the complimentary yoga you're going to find over at Beaver Creek, and this is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and it's wonderful. You can bring your own mat if you have one, or they've got some for you. It's 1 hour of yoga from 9 to 10 a.m. They're going to keep on doing this probably through Labor Day. So even if you are visiting and you miss your home gym or your yoga studio, you can take part in this. And this is down where the ice rink is usually in the winter. It's called Village Green, and it's almost like a little lawn backyard, if you will. And that is going to be there, and it's absolutely free. You know, some of the yogas do come with a cost, but this one is free to everybody. And then the Villar Performing Arts Center, they've got some great shows coming up. So Boss Gags, they sold out last week. We just had Leo Cocky last night with Julian Lage playing guitar, both of them just amazing. But we have comedy coming for you this Saturday. Craig Ferguson will be taking the stage. He was born in Glasgow, Scotland. And he said that he got his start as a drummer in some of the worst punk bands in the UK. All right, so that didn't go well for him. So he became a bartender, but his patrons, his coworkers, they're like, "Hey, you gotta go into acting. Like, you've gotta take this to another level." And he did. And he actually had his own show on BBC called The Ferguson Theory. Then he came over to the US. Next thing you know, he's on the Drew Carey show. He plays Drew Carey's boss from, 96 to 2003. So he had a long run in there. He was a host of the late night talk shows, and now he does the circuit, but, Grammy nominated, Peabody and Emmy Award winning. So it's going to be pretty fun. It's called the Fancy Rascal Tour. He's got a quick wit. He's a funny guy. So if you want tickets for this, they are still available. It's limited availability though, and the Villar Center only has 530 seats. So it's something that you want to, get on this if you want to make sure you get a ticket for this, because it's not like the Amp. The Ford Amphitheater can fit over 2,500 people. This is just, a fraction of that size. So go to villarpac.org for more information. Tickets start at $45, and then there's a VIP meet and greet that you can take part in for $194, and that includes, photo with him, the autographs, going backstage, meeting him in advance. So kind of a neat thing to do in case you're a super fan, if you will. And then another show that we've got coming up next week. So KT Tunstall, she was supposed to play this spring. She's playing this next week, and reserved seating starts at 48. VIP meet and greet 133 if you want to really take advantage of her coming to town. And we're so lucky to have this theater right here in our backyard. You can go biking all day, hiking all day, golfing, and then go see a fabulous show. It's just it's like the cherry on top. It's dessert for your vacation if you could see a great show while you're there. And then if you're going to be back in September, Kev Mo is going to be playing in on September 7th, and he played during the early years of the Villar Performing Arts Center. Villar is celebrating 25 years this season, and it's great to see Kev back. What's really cool is Kev was scheduled, and then he really made it big. You know, like a lot of people were talking about him, and the Valar was like, "Oh, good, we got him before, you know, before he got too popular, and maybe he couldn't have come." So, but he comes back quite often. I think this is probably his fourth or fifth time playing at the Valar in its 25-year history. So cool to check that out. And then that kind of wraps up our summer season. Then we go into the fall. It's called Underground Sound, Love for the Locals, and there's a lot of up and coming bands. The ticket prices are a bit more affordable. You can get the pass that gets you 7 shows. So each show and then 1 drink at each show for like $150. They're transferable as well. You could share them with your coworkers. Hey, bosses out there, maybe buy it for the office and then treat your employees every week when the concerts come to town. And this will be going all throughout the fall. So it's just a really cool thing to do. So just a few things going on there. But hey, are you going to go for a hike today? Well, we've got some great hikes that you can check out. And Megan Wright, who works right over there at the Welcome Center, she and I had a chance to sit down and talk about one of the more popular trails in Vail. Here we are in Lionshead. We're going to tell you about a hike that you can take all the way from the bottom to the top of Vail Mountain. Joining me now, we have Megan Wright, and she's with the Town of Vail Welcome Centers. You have one in Vail Village, you have one in Lionshead, and I'm sure you get asked all the time, where should we hike? What should we try to do? And a very popular trail is right behind us, Berry Picker.
That's right. So a lot of people do ask me. They come in and they want to know where they should hike, and I always suggest hiking on the mountain. Berry Picker, you could pick it up right here at the base of the gondola, Eagle's Nest Gondola. It's 3.5 miles to the top, so it was definitely a 2.5, 3 hour hike, possibly, it depends how fit, but it's amazing. You get to go through aspen groves, and then you get to go over the ski, you can walk over the ski trails.
Yeah, I think it's so neat when you could see the ski trails in the summer, and you're like, wow, that's a lot steeper than I thought.
Yeah, and you get to see the names of the trails. It's really fun. So, but yeah, definitely plan a good 2.5, 3 hours to get to the top of the gondola, and when you get up there, it's an incredible 360 view at the very top, so it's worth it.
Oh yeah, because you have the great views looking out of Mount of the Holy Cross, this way off the backside, and then looking off the front side, you see the entire Gore Range.
Yes, absolutely, yeah. And they have the restaurants up there, so you can have a little snack, you know, kind of review all your pictures you took. People do get married at the top, so that gives you an idea how beautiful it is.
Oh, yes.
They have the Mount Holy Cross and the Nature Center up there, so if you want to, you can hike down, but if you hiked all the way up, the reward is you get to take the gondola free coming down.
Oh yeah, I like
Save
taking
the
it.
knees,
Get
save
the
the
ride. And Megan, Berry Picker can be a little steep at the beginning. I always tell people, just take your time. But if you don't want to do the whole thing, bottom to the top, you can go across to Strawberry Lane. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so when you're hiking up Berry Picker and you see a sign that says Strawberry Lane, it takes you across the mountain and it will drop you into the Vail Village. So that is 2.1 miles. So that's still a good hike, but it's you don't have to go all the way to the top if you're not interested.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if we want to find out more, you guys are great guides, and you have this little thing we can take with us.
Yes. So we're open, the Welcome Centers are open 365 days a year from 9 to 5. So come visit us. We can help you kind of plan out your day and figure out which hike works best for you.
Okay, all right. They can match your hike with your needs and get you out there outdoors.
At My Future Pathways, our mission is to be the helping hand that enriches and elevates the lives of youth and families of our valley so they can reach their full potential. Through our holistic approach, our tutoring service and programming strengthen our community, develop self-worth, create opportunities, and promote values. We are My Future Pathways.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. I'm Tricia Swenson, coming to you live from Lionshead this morning. We've got the Vail Fine Arts Festival going on, and then, of course, we have our daily activities with everything at the base. We've got the mini golf for you, and then once you get up to the top, epic discovery. Maybe it's the trampolines, maybe it's the little zip line for the kiddos. We have summer tubing, and we've got this cool coaster ride. So this is a really fun thing that you can do once you go up there. Now, you can get your tickets right here at the base underneath Garfinkel's deck. That's where the ticket office is. And once again, if you have that Epic Pass for this upcoming ski season, you can use that right now. And that's probably the best thing. You can get it now, get it dialed in, get your best price ever, and then you can utilize it to go up the gondola as many times as you want. Even if you just want to go up there for lunch, the Talons deck is going to be open for you. And some great hikes like we just saw with Berry Picker. That is out of this area as well. If you don't want to go up Berry Picker, I understand. You can go down it. You can take the gondola up, and then you can walk down. I do the opposite, and I think tomorrow I'm going to be going up with Ashley LaFleur, one of our former hosts here. I think she and I are going to do the hike from Minturn up to Eagle's Nest. So you can get there. It's not the Minturn Mile. That's a little bit of a different trail, but it kind of, where it comes out, it's the same. So we're going to park a car down there, park a car up here, and it's a fun little loop, and we'll take that gondola down. That's what I usually do. I take the gondola down, I get my workout in, and then I save my knees, my hips, my ankles, all my joints. But yeah, so we're going to be opening this up at 9:30. Ticket office will open for you at 9 o'clock. And they can really walk you through what kind of ticket you're going to want. You just need a scenic lift ticket. You want a lift and lunch package. They have bike haul that you can add to that. So you and your bike can be hauled up there, which is kind of nice if you're not used to our altitude. Otherwise, it's kind of quite the ride to go all the way up there. I haven't done it in a couple of years, but it's a good workout for sure. But a few other things that are happening. I mentioned yoga at Beaver Creek, but yoga over at the gardens, at the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens, that's happening for you. And now this is a paid class. Some are free. Beaver Creek is free. This one is paid. So it's $20 per student, cash only as well. So go to the ATM before you get there. But it's really cool. You're kind of in the Alpine Plaza of the gardens. So you're going to be surrounded by all just the world-class, the curated flora that you're going to find there that, typically grows in these climates. So if you wonder why it looks so beautiful, well, it's nature. It happens right here. You don't try to grow something that isn't going to grow well in this. And that's a good gardening tip. If you are trying to do some landscaping at your house, take a look at what's growing well in the Betty Ford Alpine Gardens, because that will probably grow well in your yard. So that happens today. And then, as I mentioned, the Vail Fine Arts Festival happening all throughout Lionshead Village. And I just saw one of the artists that was at the Beaver Creek Art Festival. So a lot of these artists, especially if they live close, they're doing the whole circuit. They were probably here for Art on the Rockies at Colorado Mountain College, and then they did the Beaver Creek show. Now they're doing this show. There was a show just in Steamboat. So it was really neat to see where they come, and I love that you can make friends with these people, learn about their art, and then maybe go home with something that has a little bit more meaning than something you're just gonna buy online. A lot of this stuff is handcrafted. It's a thought up design. It's original, and look at the variety of mediums that we've got here. And in addition to the sculpture and the paintings, woodworking, we've got, wearable art, the jewelry, the leather goods, maybe even some clothing. And Jan Bouchard is the featured artist at this year's show. And she actually has a studio in Edwards. So she's super local. So really cool that we have that. And if you grab the Art Weekly today in today's Vail Daily, that's going to kind of give you an idea of what this art show is all about too. So pick up Friday's copy of the Vail Daily, and the Art Weekly will give you a rundown of what's happening with the art this weekend. It'll go on from 10 to 5 each day, and there's free parking in the Lionshead structure, and it's free admission to come on in as well. So it's just a nice way to maybe blend it into your other activities. Your hiking, your biking, your fly fishing down below. you can hop on over and look at some of the art today. And then later on, are you going to have a beer somewhere, a nice kickback, adult beverage? Well, listen to a little live music when you do. The Corey Montgomery Band plays this evening at Shakedown Bar. Okay, so this is Scott Redner and his crew playing outside as one of the concerts a while ago. This will be indoors, downstairs at Shakedown Bar, 9 p.m. until the wee hours of 1:30 in the morning. So Corey's a great local musician. Lucky Fridays also happens tonight, 9 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. This is over at Chasing Rabbits. This is the brand new nightclub that's in Vail Village in Solaris. It used to be Cinebistro, so it's 13,000 square feet of different nightclubs in there. There's the arcade, there's the library, there's the speakeasy, and then there's the restaurant as well. And they have the outdoor seating, which is really cool. And then, hey, Mount Joy, Saturday, tomorrow night, they are sold out. They've been sold out for a while. So in addition to the free Hot Summer Nights concerts, we just had one last night, we have some ticketed shows, and like the Head and the Heart that played on Tuesday and Wednesday along with Father John Misty. Mount Joy is sold out. The Pixies and Modest Mouse already sold out. So it's been a big summer at the Villar Performing Arts Center. I know they go all the way through October with a comedian. I think there's still tickets for that show. But if you want to go to grfavail.com, that'll give you some details on some more shows that are coming to the area. But if you missed last night's jazz installment, we've got another one happening next Thursday, and then we roll into the big Labor Day weekend party, which goes Thursday through Monday of Labor Day weekend. So Grace Kelly Quartet will be the band that's coming next week. So Grace Kelly's budding talent was famously recognized by Phil Woods when he took his hat off and passed it into the young teenager after a momentous performance. A few years later, Grace secured a position at the prestigious Vail Jazz Workshop. So this is a Vail Jazz Workshop alum to progress her skills under the mentorship of Jeff Clayton. Jeff Clayton, one of the wonderful musicians that is involved with Vail Jazz. Her career has only escalated since then, and she returns to Vail to headline under the jazz tent. So this is so neat to think about this person who rose through the ranks of the Vail Jazz Workshop program, which takes young, talented jazz musicians and hopefully takes them to the new level. So this should be a really cool show happening next week, 6 to 8, under the jazz tent in Lionshead. And then afterwards, we've got Howard's Hangout. That'll be right at the Tavern at Vail Square, adjacent to the outdoor venue. You pop inside. Drew Zaremba is the artistic director, and he's going to be either on the Hammond B or the piano. He brings in some musicians with him, and it should be a lot of fun. And then if you want to get passes, either day passes, individual session passes to Vail Jazz, those are all on sale right now. So you go to vailjazz.org and you can learn a little bit more about each day, each program. But we've got a big star-studded lineup, again, including Wycliffe Gordon, Terrell Stafford, we've got John Clayton, we've got Lewis Nash, and we're in the 29th year of Vail Jazz. So it's really cool to see what we have going on out there. So it's just pretty neat. A lot of entertainment happening here in the Vail Valley. But if you're trying to get down to the river, I was down by the Eagle River yesterday, telling you about the rafting, and they have turtle tubing that can take you on the Colorado River, and they've got the big bus, they've got the tubes, they even have snacks and pizza for you at the end. But it's just a great way to see Colorado and really experience Colorado. A lot of waterways in Colorado. But have you ever gotten out on fly fishing? We've got the fly fishing float trips, wade trips. There was a couple of people yesterday that were fly fishing behind me, and that is a very fun activity to do. But Outside Watch had a chance to catch up with Oliver White in Montana. Let's see what he had to say.
As with anything in the outdoors, you're at the mercy of Mother Nature. The river could be too low, the water could be too warm, you could get a big rain and the river could come up and blow out. There's always these risks, and that's just kind of the nature of the beast if you're going to spend time in the outdoors, and you just kind of work around it and figure out how to make things happen when you can. When people think of fly fishing, really what they think of is trout fishing. I've really gone off and explored the world fishing for other things, but ultimately, for every fly angler, it starts with trout. Trout fishing is where you become addicted to the sport, and it's still ultimately kind of the purest and most natural form of fly fishing.
Oh! Awesome. Fish on, boys.
All right, that's a decent fish. It's kind of amazing that you can still find places in America where you can really be remote. And these backcountry experiences in the West are really the pinnacle of that for me. There's still so much wild public space in the West, and to be able to get out there and explore and find fish, and it's just a wonderful experience.
Hi, I'm Peggy Ziglin, fashion guru and stylist for the outlets at Silverthorne. I'm here to welcome you today to the outlets at Silverthorne and also share with you some amazing fun tips. Yes, they're kind of like secrets. First secret is, first commandment of shopping, go to the Colorado Welcome Center where you can learn about all different bikes, hikes, paths, nearby locations that you may want to visit. Then go ahead and ask for your savings card booklet. It's totally free. It's got oodles of fabulous savings. The stores aren't going to ask you if you have your savings booklet. You have to tell them, I have my savings booklet and I would like the discount. Fabulous stores await you here. Everything from Crocs, Perlazumi, Under Armour, Williams-Sonoma, and the list goes on and on and on. So come shop with us. Have a great time.
All right, welcome back to Vail Valley Live. We're starting to see the village kind of come alive with people getting their early morning walk or jog in, going to get the coffee. Maybe you drew the short straw and you had to go and do the coffee run. Getting all the employees up. They're going to be firing up the gondola to get them up here, and then they will open for you at 9:30 today. And they stay open all the way till 4. Now, if we do see some of those afternoon showers come through and a little lightning is out there, you may have a delay. You might be stuck up there for a little bit while they let that storm pass on through. Safety first. So just consider that. Maybe go up early and get your activities done and out of the way. And I always like to exercise, kind of do the more strenuous bike ride or the hike when it's nice and cool in the morning. And then in the afternoon, relax. Kick back on one of these beautiful decks. We've got the Vail Chop House right here with the red umbrellas. We've got the yellow umbrellas with a tavern. Both have live music. Phil Long will be playing later on this afternoon. He plays a great show all the way from 4 until about 7 p.m. And then an assortment of musicians play over at the tavern. I was there for lunch a couple Sundays ago, and Kevin Danzig, who's playing tonight, over at Band by the River. He was playing with Peter Fontenay's. And man, we were just singing along. We knew every song. They were just kind of playing some classic rock. It was a lot of fun. So don't underestimate the music scene. I know we've got a lot of great concerts that happen at the Villar and the Ford Amphitheater, but just our musicians that play on a regular basis, the Red Lion, Sebastian, Kachina will have music tonight as well. So it's just fun to have this all happening and stuff. So take advantage of the live music, kick back, and enjoy the views. On weather for today, we want to give you theater company doing that event of once again. I think it's sold out. I know it's sold out Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday. You might still be able to get some tickets for you on Sunday, but letting you know what the weather is doing. We're already up to 57 in Vail. We're seeing 65 already in Eagle, 56 or 61 in Edwards, and 59 in Avon. And then we'll be in the 70s up Valley. Eagle looks like they'll be topping out into the low 80s for today. Denver, I mentioned this earlier, another hot one. They'll see temperatures right around the mid to upper 90s once again today. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see quite a few people from Denver getting up to the high country and filling the I-70 corridor going westbound. And then, like I mentioned, that school starts for most kids over. Hi, guys. We got some people that are getting out there on their downhill mountain bikes. They got their full face helmets, and the gondola just fired up, so they're going up to check out the trails. But school starts on Monday for a lot of the Eagle County public school kids. Some of the other schools started yesterday. So I won't be surprised if you have a lot of families doing one more last hurrah out here just to have a little fun before the summer ends. Summer doesn't end for everybody though. In fact, boy, we still have, summer officially goes till September 22nd as far as the summer solstice is concerned. So we still have a lot of great things happening. I love the fall. It's one of my favorite seasons. All the Oktoberfests happen. We have Beaver Creek, then we have Lionshead, then we have Vail Village. So it's just a really fun time to be here. But that's going to wrap it up for us. Join us this weekend. Ty Diaz and I are going to give you some details on the art festival that's going to be going on and other things that you can do in and about town.
It's summer
in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains.
It's summer in the mountains. And we're out here
Living it.
living it.
Living it.
Lots to do.
lots to see.
Every morning.
Every morning.
Every morning.
At 7:30.
7:30.
It's Vail Valley Live.
It's Vail Valley Live.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.
Watch us now.